y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you some of the books and a couple of extra resources and things that I purchased to go along with our Living Off the Land unit from Gather Round Homeschool. If you have seen any of my recent videos, you know I'm very excited about this unit. And I feel like I have said that probably in the last handful of videos that I have done because it is the truth. I am very excited. I have several books here that I got for Living Off the Land, but I feel like some of these would even be really good for fall books, Thanksgiving, if you're doing just something in regards to farming. You could even do some of these for U.S. history if you're doing the Oregon Trail and all of that kind of stuff. So I have a little stack of books here for you. And then I have a couple of extra things that I purchased from Amazon that I will share with you. And everything that I can link, I will link below. I may not be able to get you guys all of the books, but I will do my best. Let's start with books, and then we will go to some of the extra fun, crafty things. All right, first one, we have the 100-Year Barn. This one is really, really beautiful. And it's just that. It's about 100 years in a barn. What happens inside. There's weddings and there's graduations and there's, animals being born and all of that kind of stuff. Really, really good one. Most everything here I actually got from Book Outlet. So of course I will have a link for you in the description as well. If you are new to Book Outlet, that will give you a discount on your first order, and then you also will have a little referral link that you can share also. Next up are the Little House books. So this one is County Fair. This one is The Deer in the Wood, and we have another one, Summertime, I think. Is it back here? Summertime in the Big Woods. We have it. My daughter has it out. We really, really like this. We tried to make it through the chapter book of Little House in the Big Woods, and we just were not ready for that. And so I happened to find these. These actually were gifted for my daughter's birthday because that's what she wanted. She wanted to have start her own collection, she said. Next up, we've not looked or read anything in this yet. There is a lot of information in here. We likely will not read the whole thing from beginning to end. I likely will just kind of pick and choose, but this is all about America. This is the Wagon Trains and Settlers. We do have another one of these that is some other topic that I can't think of off the top of my head. I did get this one from Book Outlet, but like I said, there is lots and lots of information there. Again, I'm not sure that we actually would read, sit down and read this cover to cover, just because it's a lot. But it is full of good information from what I can tell. I'm not exactly sure how they approach certain things, and so I can't tell you exactly, how all of that goes, and if it would be considered something I would consider age appropriate, just depending on how they do the interactions and things. But we will read through, and I will do my best to, when I review Living Off the Land, the unit in its entirety, I will try and add the book reviews in as well for you guys. This one, I've seen this one a lot. This is one that I think would be cute even for Thanksgiving or fall time. The Year at Maple Hill Farm. This one's really cute, and that's all it is. It just kind of follows all these things that kind of happen at a farm through an entire year. This one's really cute. I did snag this one off of a book outlet recently, actually. So this one is nice. Next up, we have Who Were the American Pioneers? And what is it? And other questions about westward expansion. This one seems pretty cool. Pictures are beautiful. And I like that it gives you a question, a common question, and then it answers it for you. So that's kind of a cool format. I have read through this one from, and they have real pictures. From what I can tell, this one looks okay. I have not, or I don't think this will be one that we read cover to cover either. We may just read like a couple pages at a time and then move on, or I may just read kind of the first paragraph there because, again, it's kind of a lot, but that one. Next up, of course, Oxcart Man. We have already read this one, actually, and this one was a good one. We liked this one, and it's basically just about basically kind of how life was for the pioneers, that they would work all the year. Dad would load up the wagon, take it to town. He would sell everything for a little bit of money, and then they would just kind of start all over again. So we did like this one. I'm sure this will be one that we read a couple of times. So yeah, liked that one. This is If You're Not From the Prairie. The pictures of this are beautiful. And from what I gather, this is just, you know, like if you're not from the prairie, then you wouldn't know how beautiful the sunsets can be. You wouldn't know, you know, certain things that are specific to the prairie. Anyways, so this one it looks good. The pictures are beautiful, like I said. Oh, there we go. A Little House Birthday. So same thing. Yep, see, we got a little note in there from her great grandma who bought this for her, which I think is just so sweet. But anyways, so another one of those. Lastly, we have The Farm That Feeds Us. You guys have seen me talk about this one, I am sure. We have not really gotten into this yet either. This absolutely, I mean, this is a big book. It certainly is not one that we will read cover to cover as well. But if we just pick out a couple of things, you know, just whatever looks good, we kind of read it for the day, see what we can learn. We are trying to we planted some seeds already, and we're trying to kind of get a garden. We are gardening in pots and containers at the moment. But that's what we have, and that's what we're working with. So anyways, we're trying to get that kind of going. So it's kind of cool. We could look through here and maybe see if we can find one of the things that we've planted. We will be making strawberry jam. And so this is cool. It's like pies and preserves. So this is a really good one. Just kind of more like a resource book, sort of, but in story. So moving on to some of the kits and things. Really, there's just 2 kits that I purchased because the unit is living off the land. So it's utilizing things that you already have. And really a lot of the activities and experiments and things like that are with common household items, which I feel like that's most of the Gather Round units. But for this one in particular, I did want to get these 2 kits because I don't know, I just thought that it would be cool to have something a little extra, a little special for this one. And we could actually utilize them for gifts when that time comes, whether it be, you know, we do Mother's Day, or if we happen to be able to save them until Christmas, or you could throw them in a little basket or something. But anyways, the first thing I got was actually a DIY candle making kit. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Again, I got these on Amazon. The reason I got this one specifically was the price was good. I want to say it was like 20 or 25 bucks. And it includes everything that you need, which I love. So it all just came here together, and it's with beeswax, which if I can use beeswax, I prefer that. So anyways, here, this is like your little instructions. You have these little sticky pads to hold up your wicks, because it comes with your wicks. You get your little, you know, little holders here to hold up your wicks. You get your, oh, sorry, it's not closed. Oh, it was closed, but it ripped. Anyways, you get like your little stir spoon. But this is what I really love. It comes with the little metal tins with the little lids. Well, is it? There we go. Anyways, comes with these little metal canisters, so I don't have to buy anything else. It comes with it already. It's pre-made. And then it does have in here, let's see if I can get to it. It does have your beeswax pellets that you melt down. And then also in there is like the little pitcher, sort of like the small little pitcher that you would put the pellets in to melt it. So I don't have to find something that I want to be ruined, you know, like an extra pot or anything like that I want to be ruined, because you're never going to get the wax out of it, all that stuff. It comes all in here. And like I said, it was like 20, 25 bucks, which I felt was a good deal, especially considering we can either save some of these for times when we don't have power, because that happens certain times of the year where we live, or we can, you know, give some as gifts in like a little basket or whatever. I just thought that for the money, this was a good, kind of a good set here. There are tons of them. I'm quite sure you can find them. This was just the one that I grabbed. And then the other thing, the other little kit that I got was a craft kit. My simple sewing idea book. But this is like it's by Klutz Jr. It's for ages 4 and up. And it makes 3 different little pieces here, which I thought were cute. You just got a little pizza, a little chocolate chip cookie, and then a little cupcake. I think that's all that it is, because on the back here, it's also showing me a donut and like a sandwich. So I'm not exactly sure which ones come in here. It says it makes 3. I would assume it's these 3, but it could be other ones. Anyway, I liked this one because look at the instructions here. So everything is pictured for her. And so she can look at them and actually pull the pieces out, and then the instructions are easy to follow. I thought since it's 4 and up, it would be a really good place for her to start since she's 5. She's never sewn before, obviously. So this just seemed age appropriate. I thought she would like doing like the cute little foods, whatever those turn out to be. Yeah, and I thought it was fun. I don't sew. I don't know how to sew, but my mother-in-law does. And so I also thought it would be kind of cool to let her, we'll go through this lesson, and then I could take her to see Grandma. And Grandma makes quilts and all kinds of beautiful things. And so Grandma could show her her sewing machine, how all of that works, how she cuts fabric, how she knows how to put batting together, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I grabbed that one. That's it. Those are the extras. So the only real extra thing that I bought was the candle kit, which again, we can definitely use just as, you know, at home. or we can give as gifts. And then the same with the little sewing thing. My daughter could give those as little gifts to her friends or family, whatever. And they're good things to know and to practice. And I felt they were good things for us to be able to do together. And then books, of course, always books. So that is it. That's all that I have for today's video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.